Good afternoon, Hobo Nation. Welcome to Sunbird City. It's the Hobo Wrestling Alliance HWA House Show Season 1, Episode 19. It's hard to believe it's 19 episodes already. I want to thank YouTube, and I want to thank all of Hobo Nation on Twitch and Discord for the love and support you've been showing the HWA House shows. Can't wait for Saturday night's main event. But tonight we have a 4-card match for you today. It's going to be sexy. I can't wait. I can't wait. Enough of the hype. Let's keep the action moving. Here's first up. We got a debuting Sonya. And she unfortunately drew Nikki Cross, that crazy flippin' hooker. He's a crazy hooker. That's all I'm saying. Hooker, crazy, Nikki Cross. And then next up, we will have a battle of the tag teams, the Miztourage, seeing if they can keep the Miz's momentum going. The Miz with a rockin' victory yesterday over AJ Styles. And the Miztourage hoping to extend their winning ways against the Hardy Boys. Great to see the Hardy Boys back in action in the HWA. Both healthy, both unwoken, and it should prove to be a most interesting of tag team matches. After that, more ladies action. Sasha Banks and Alundra Blaze squaring off, vying for a top spot in the HWA women's division. These two ladies will be locking it up for the first time, for the last time. Who knows if it's the last time, but it's definitely the first time because truth. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen of the Hobo Alliance, it's a hardcore title match. That's right, 48 hours. CM Punk defending the hardcore title in a one-on-one Falls Count Anywhere main event here in the HWA against the Samoa Submission Machine, Samoa Joe. Joe back in action and wanting to take the hardcore title from CM Punk. But enough of the hype. Let's keep the action moving. And as always, we like to talk a house of shit in this part about why I can't play the music to this awesome freaking video game. The music for this part is freaking awesome because of copyright stuff that I think is nonsense, but hey, YouTube rules, right? What can we do against the man? We can bitch about it. Thank you, freedom of speech. I want to thank everyone for tuning into the HWA House Show Season 1, Episode 19. Friday, finally Friday. Looking forward to tomorrow night's main event. Lots of great matches. Make sure you follow on twitch.tv/Sunburn City Live. Catch all of the Hobo Wrestling Alliance action live streaming with gambling your beatniks away. Of course, we don't endorse gambling of real money on my channel, but we do endorse the use of your viewer coins. You can earn coins by watching the stream live Saturday and Sunday nights only on Twitch. And right now we are underway. The HWA Hobo Wrestling Alliance proud to showcase the debut of Sonya versus that crazy hooker Nikki Cross. Can't wait to see what Sonya's bringing to the HWA. Highly recruited. And she unfortunately did draw Nikki Cross. Now we're going to go right into it, Hobo Nation. We're going to keep the action moving. Sonya and Nikki Cross coming up. And you know, after doing a couple of these shows, Hobo Nation, let me tell you what has in fact earned my ire. The fucking loading screen. Everything in this game is a fucking loading screen. Why is everything in this game a flippin' loading screen? Can someone explain that to me? Huh? If it took 2 hours to install all this Giga stuff, why does it take 20 minutes to start the damn thing with all of your freaking loading screens? 2K, fix this. Because when I start doing 2K19, I don't want it to have the same loading shenanigans. Anyway, thank you for joining us today, Hobo Nation. Sonya versus Nikki Cross. A debut indeed. Enough of the hype. Let's keep the action moving. The ladies up next. And the bell is rung, and the ladies collar and elbow tie up. Nikki Cross with a go behind. Sonya with a cool outfit. I've never seen this character. I just recently not the person who made it, but somebody said, "Oh, I have this character that I downloaded. This is the, this is the hashtag." So I looked her up, and I'm like, "Yeah, she looks pretty dope. Let's download her honky ass." And right now, Nikki Cross is standing side headlock down side headlock, and a head scissors by Sonya, showing a little bit of aggression. There is Sonya on Nikki Cross, and that's exactly what you're going to need to beat that crazy bitch. Oh, a shoulder breaker. Great move there by Sonya, going for a quick cover. Nope, she wrenched Nikki Cross into a submission. Oh, look at this submission move here. She's got both the leg and the shoulder hyperextended, but not enough to make Cross tap out, able to turn out as the veteran. And Sonya showing some chops here. Hammerlock suplex. Nice hammerlock suplex there. Sonya creative as well as lovely. Taking it to the crazy Nikki Cross with a rockin' knee to the midsection here. And a snap suplex. Sonya now on the offensive. Sonya would like nothing more than to make a successful debut here. Some ladies have debuted recently in the HWA unsuccessfully, but gone on to great things. And wow, a pop-up double foot buster to the face. And that was a hell of a move there by Sonya. And wow, a fishhook overhead suplex. And this girl's got moves. You go, girl. Taking it to Nikki Cross is Sonya. On her debut with her weirdly skinny arms. I guess the individual that created her really likes skinny arms. Draping her over the top rope is Sonya. Nikki Cross in a bad way. Not having a good showing here. And another overhead suplex by Sonya. More power from the debuting Sonya. And now a drawbreaker by Nikki Cross. A fireman's carry, pausing the momentum of Cross. Cross has had a great showing here, both in singles and tag team action with her partner in crime, Paige Alicious. I call her Paige Alicious because she's kind of a bitch. A flying five arm, and kicks to the upper chest. And Cross now blocking that leg, blocking that boot by Sonya, and throwing the woman down to the face first on the mat. And Cross now definitely going to try to pick up the aggression, and that wristlock slam down. A nice wristlock takedown there by Sonya, going for a quick cover on Cross, but Nikki able to kick out at 2 and a hair's breadth. And Sonya on the offensive again, going for that shoulder, been weakening the arm and shoulder. I have no idea what this individual is capable of. I don't know what her finisher is, but it looks like we may all find out together. Kick to the midsection. Oh no. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, what a weird freaking face breaker. And a weird freaking face breaker by Sonya on Cross. Is it enough? And it is. Sonya debuts successfully against Nikki Cross. Dropping that weird gothic hooker right quick was Sonya. Great maneuver there. I got to figure out what that one's called. These people in their weird moves, honky ass moves. A nice overhead suplex there by Sonya on Nikki Cross. And Cross is not able to mount a lot of offense here. Sonya really taking it to her there. Now wristlock slam took a lot out of Nikki, it seems. The ref dropping down 1, 2, and it was only a honky 2, but a sexy 3. And here we go with that swinging face breaker. That swinging jawbreaker, I guess. Let's see it again. Oh, from another angle, swinging jawbreaker on Nikki Cross, and Sonya really took it to her. And Cross just out here, it seems, just out of gas, out of luck, and out of time. A 3 count for the debuting Sonya. Welcome to the HWA. Paint some eyebrows on that hooker. Congratulations to that young woman there, picking up a big win here over Nikki Cross. Is the debuting Sonya. Hope to see great things from her in the women's division. Up next, though, we're talking about the HWA tag team divisions and some of the top tag teams here in the HWA. And today we get to see 2 of the best. The Miztourage trying to keep the momentum going over the past few days. The Miztourage, both in tag team and singles action, coming up with big wins, including the Miz landing one on AJ Styles yesterday, facing the new returning awesome high flying Team Extreme, the Hardy Boys. I don't know if you guys watched, it's like 4 days ago, it was 4 days ago on Monday Night Raw where the ultimate deletion happened. The match between, or the cinematic masterpiece, as I refer to it, the ultimate deletion between Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. And if you did not get to experience it live, watch it in all of its ridiculous lunacy and cinematic genius. It was spectacular. But today we get to see something old school. Hardy Boys, Miztourage up next. The Hobo Wrestling Alliance. Keep the action moving. And here we are. We're going to start it off quick. The bell has rung. Jeff Hardy and Bo Dallas. A side headlock, a standing side headlock by Jeff Hardy now. Great to have Hardy here in the HWA. Healthy, happy, not woken. We like the unwoken versions here in the HWA. Maybe in 2K19 we'll get the woken version. A short man DDT, and Jeff Hardy not going to give Bo Dallas a chance to recover after any offense here. So Bo's going to have to pick up the pace, and an elbow drop to the swallow of the back. And Hardy now has been... These two teams both competed in the Dusty Rhodes Classic, a side Russian leg sweep there by Jeff Hardy, but the Hardy Boys made it all the way to the finals only to be taken down by the returning Hart Foundation. But what a showing the Hardy Boys had. Oh, a face buster. A nice face buster powerbomb by Jeff Hardy, clubbing right hand on Bo Dallas, and Dallas is rocked. And another side Russian leg sweep. Hardy going for a quick cover here. And Dallas able to kick out. Fun fact about Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt are actually real-life brothers. They are both sons of Mike Rotunda. And if you don't remember Mike Rotunda, you may remember him as IRS Erwin R. Shyster. So these are his two sons, both wrestlers here in the HWA. And Hardy now with that face-busting powerbomb. Hardy really likes high-impact, high-flying, fast matches. It's where he thrives. He's going, oh, a twist of fate so fast on Bo Dallas. He got a twist of fate on Bo Dallas, and Axel now in to interrupt the count is Axel, but now he's going to take a reverse DDT by Matt Hardy. Welcome to the match, Curtis Axel. And now Dallas feeling the pain, feeling the thunder of Jeff Hardy, bringing it to Bo Dallas, and the Miztourage now trying to set up a little bit of offense here against the Hardy Boys, and two jawbreakers in a row will definitely stun anyone, and Jeff down hard on the canvas. Bo Dallas finally able to stop the momentum of Jeff Hardy, and now Dallas with the front face lock, probably trying to figure out how to neutralize the speed and quickness of Jeff Hardy, but that's not all Hardy has working for him. He has tons of experience in the ring, many decades here. And there's a good example, being able to push away that elbow by Bo Dallas, and a hard Irish rip into the corner of the Hardy Boys, and a tag into the unwoken Matt Hardy, and a face breaker, RKO-like maneuver. Swanton bomb! A Swanton bomb on Dallas, and he's going for it. Axel in to break up the count again, but Hardy going for a pin anyway. 1, 2, and Dallas able to kick out after that brief interruption by Bo Dallas, and Matt Hardy frustratingly kicking Bo Dallas in the back of the lungs. Hardy now in the second turnbuckle, deleting stuff in the air, coming down with a hard elbow to the top of the head of a rocked Bo Dallas. And Dallas now in trouble, and a face buster on Matt Hardy, pausing the momentum of the Hardy Boys with a bulldog to the corner, and not able to tag Curtis Axel is Bo Dallas, as Axel seems to be a little injured on trying to climb back up to the apron is Curtis Axel, but Bo Dallas making great offensive strides against Matt Hardy now, up to the middle turnbuckle. And he's hollering at Hardy to get up, not the wisest of decisions against the unwoken one. Coming down with a hard double axe handle on the top, from the top rope, or the middle rope there, and finally tagging in Curtis Axel. And the freshest man in the match is now coming in with a hard stomp, but he's moving a little sluggish after those several high-impact maneuvers by Jeff Hardy. Hardy not one to allow anybody to interrupt counts that the Hardy Boys have worked hard for. Victories, short-lived victories, are common here in the HWA, and a great move by Curtis Axel off the middle turnbuckle, that corkscrew forearm, but knocking Matt Hardy too close to Jeff, and he's able to leaping tag Jeff. And Jeff coming in with hard clotheslines and flying forearms. Welcome to the match, Curtis Axel, and a drop and drop kick. A drop and drop kick. You like that, Hobo Nation? I like making up word moves. They're great. And he's going for a twist of fate on Curtis Axel. A twist of fate on Curtis Axel. Will he get him here? 2, and no, Axel still fresh enough to kick out. Still fresh enough to kick out is Curtis Axel now with a double leg takedown on Jeff Hardy. Knocking the wind briefly out of Hardy is Axel, and Axel now propping Hardy up, going for something. A front face lock, a standing vertical suplex. Great snap suplex there by Axel on Hardy, and the Miztourage climbing the ladder here in the HWA Tag Team Division, as are the Hardy Boys, having to both start at the bottom. Nobody gives you anything because of your name here in the HWA. You gotta earn it. But these two teams definitely earning positions in a neck stretch, an overhead neck stretch there, and that will hurt anybody's traps, anybody's neck here. Will that be enough? It won't. Only a 1 count on Jeff Hardy. Hardy, a tough customer. They don't call him Team Extreme for nothing. The Miztourage would love nothing more than to record a win against Team Extreme. Those are few and far between. Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, two of the best, one of the best tag teams in the history of wrestling, really. The history of wrestling. Curtis Axel with a swinging face buster there. Like, it was almost like a neck buster combo face buster. It looked like it hurt. He rolled Jeff Hardy over, but Hardy able to kick out of that high impact move. It looked like Jeff is a little stunned there. And Jeff needs to tag in the unwoken Matt Hardy. A hard Irish whip into the corner, and Curtis Axel attacking in Bo Dallas. And Dallas, the Miztourage going for a double team spear clothesline. Wow! They nearly took him out. They nearly took Jeff out with that one, choking him out. Good Lord, Bo Dallas showing some harsh aggression there. And the Miztourage wanting to be contenders for the tag team titles, making waves here in the HWA Tag Team Division. But they got to get through the Hardy Boys, and that wrist lock shoulder tackle there by Jeff Hardy, pausing the momentum of Bo Dallas. Dallas now hard Irish whip into the corner. And will Jeff tag Matt? He does. The fresh Matt Hardy coming in against Bo Dallas, and the Miztourage on the defensive, and a double team backdrop by the Hardy Boys. Nice double team maneuver, and Axel desperate to get into this match. And Matt Hardy hitting a side effect. He got him with a side effect. Hobo Nation, will it be enough? It is. Oh, it's 2 3/4. It's 2 3/4. Dallas able to kick out of a side effect. Wow. Good kick out. Bo Dallas with a backdrop suplex. A nice snap back body drop suplex there. A snooplex, which is like a suplex only involving Snoopy. Bo Dallas now. Remember, folks, we are live and in living voiceover, never edited here. Oh, what's Bo Dallas doing here? There's that weird bow breaking bow maneuver. I'm gonna call that the Believer. Wow, he's got Matt Hardy cradled up here. 1. Oh, and Jeff able to break the pinning combo up, and a swinging neck breaker there. Nope, Jeff able to push out of it, but Dallas catching Jeff, but Jeff reversed DDT. A reverse DDT on Bo Dallas, but the ref didn't see it. The ref didn't see it, and Matt has a great opportunity here to either try to go for a cover or to pin Jeff, or to pin Bo Dallas, or to tag in Jeff. But I think he's opting to crawl to a neutral space. Matt Hardy shaking the... Oh, and a drop kick to the face. Curtis Axel with a drop kick to the face on Matt Hardy. And there, oh, nice shoulder tackle there, pausing the momentum of Curtis Axel. And Matt, what's Matt going to go for here? Matt going for a twist of fate. Matt hitting that twist of fate. Matt hitting a twist of fate on Curtis Axel. Axel's rocked. Axel's rocked, and able to kick out still is Curtis Axel, showing that hardcore determination. And a wrist lock overhead drag. Curtis Axel now. A hard Irish whip by Matt Hardy. The Hardy Boys wonder what they got to do to take the Miztourage out here. The Miztourage showing a lot of athleticism, a lot of character, taking the fight to the Hardy Boys. An elbow smash off the top to the head of Matt Hardy, and Hardy is rocked. Hardy is rocked. Hobo Nation. Axel, a clubbing right hand. Holy shiitake mushrooms, but the taste getting elbowed out of his face. But Matt Hardy not quit. Oh, a nice reversal there by Hardy. And he's got a neck breaker of his own for Curtis Axel. Eat that one, Honky. And what's Matt going to do? A standing leg drop by Matt Hardy. And Axel now in a bad way is the Miztourage. And a side effect in the corner of the Hardy Boys. A side effect, but Matt is exhausted. Can he cover? Stomp. No. No, he didn't. He opted to scoop up Axel. I'm curious as to why. An arm drag takedown by Curtis Axel on Matt Hardy with a face breaker. A nice jaw breaker there. Face buster, whatever. And another one. Another one. This has got to be it. Jeff needs to stop Bo Dallas here. Oh, and the Hardy Boys pick up the win. The Hardy Boys pick up the win after a second twist of fate on Curtis Axel by Matt Hardy. What a great showing by both teams here. And there's a twist of fate on Bo Dallas, and Jeff Hardy hyped up here. A swanton bomb by Matt, not enough to get Bo down. And a one twist of fate on Curtis Axel by Jeff Hardy. And, I mean, you got to give it to the Miztourage here, Hobo Nation. They came up with a great match. They had a great showing, but the Hardy Boys proving to be too extreme for the Miztourage. Taking the boys down a notch, and the Hardy Boys now clawing their way to a top 10 spot in the HWA Tag Team Division. And, you know, the Hardy Boys have been Tag Team Champions before, never in the HWA. What a feather in their cap it would be. Congratulations to Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys, coming up with a big, big win there against the Miztourage. Team Extreme, welcome to the HWA. A little show, and yeah, show it off, guys. You earned it. That was a hard-fought victory by the Hardy Boys. A very, very hard-fought victory. The Miztourage, no pushovers here in the HWA Tag Team Division. Great job there, folks. Hobo Nation up next. Up next, we've got a ladies match. More of the ladies today. Alundra Blaze, Sasha Banks vying for a spot in the top 5 of the women's division. These two women never met before. They met in a tag team match briefly in the HWA, but I wouldn't say that it was a true meeting. One-on-one, they've never met, and I'd be curious to see how the style of Sasha Banks fares against Alundra Blaze. Alundra Blaze, a very powerful woman, but also extremely talented as a technical wrestler. She spent a lot of her time on the mat in her stint in the WWF and in the WCW when she defected during the Monday Night Wars. And Sasha Banks' style is a little more high impact, a little quicker, but enough of the hype. Let's keep the action moving. Alundra Blaze, Sasha Banks up next. All right, here we go. It's going to be action right out of the gate, and Blaze coming up with a head scissor takedown on Banks. Well, color me surprised. A nice move there out of the gate by Alundra Blaze. Blaze and Banks, number 6 and 7, respectively. And a head scissor takedown of her own. Wow, a nice go right here. Alundra Blaze and Sasha taking it to each other. A snap suplex there on Blaze, and Sasha Banks showing why she deserves to be in the top 5. She wants to challenge her former best friend, the hugger of huggers, Bayley, for the HWA Women's World Title. And Blaze now with an arm hammer. I don't know what that move is called. Yeah, it was an arm hammer suplex, and now punches to the face by Sasha on Blaze, and Blaze flung into the ropes, and Sasha coming up with a running clothesline. Holy shiitake mushroom, she only took her head off. Wow, we almost saw this tightly wound blonde head roll out of the ring. Almost. Sasha Banks slapping Alundra Blaze in the face. Shiitake mushroom, she's a pissed off hooker today. Kicks to the lungs. Blaze getting Banks down after that leg takedown there, and draping her over the top rope. And a slingshot to the middle of the rope. Alundra Blaze now tightening up the aggression here. Face-busting jawbreaker there by Sasha. And Sasha trying to scoop Blaze up, But a reverse DDT there by the veteran, planting Sasha Banks on the back of her head. Going for a quick cover here is Boyz. Will she get the boss? Only a 2 count here, a brief 2 count here. Banks now back to a vertical base, and Boyz with a drop kick to the leg. Not enough. I don't think she got all of it there. And a running bulldog by Boyz on Banks, and the boss in a bad way here in this one-on-one match against Alundra Boyz. She did fare better in that tag team match with her, but this is no joke. You're talking about one of the OG ladies of the wrestling, and a beautiful middle rope drop kick on the face of Sasha Banks, and the boss is in trouble. Boyz opening up the aggression. These women showing why they deserve to be in the top 5. Both ladies vying for that final spot in the top 5 position in the ratings for the week. This weekend on the main event tomorrow night, we will be featuring a fatal 4-way. The top 4 contenders to the ladies championship, Asuka, Nia Jax, Trish Stratus, and Lita, will be facing off in a number 1 contenders fatal 4-way. The winner able to challenge Bayley at Bash at the Beach for the HWA Women's World title. But right now, one of these ladies trying to get that final spot, that 5th spot there. Hard right hand, and Alundra Boyz with a arm drag takedown on Sasha Banks, kicking the boss in the side with a rocking kick. But Banks, a fireman's carry onto the outside. There's no give there, Hobo Nation. And there's a lot of aggression going on here, and the ref is up to 6. The ref is up to 6, and these 2 ladies would hate to be counted out and finally slid back into the ring. The boss does Boyz, and now Boyz back up to a vertical base, and Banks going for that double arm finisher there, a double arm neck breaker on Boyz. The boss setting her up. It looks like she may be setting her up for the Banks statement here. Yep, here she goes. Oh, she's too close to the ropes. She's too close to the ropes. She has to break the move. She had to break the move. She was too close to the ropes. And Banks maybe costing herself a great opportunity to defeat Alundra Boyz there. But Boyz now on the apron, coming back with forearm shots to the face. Irish whip into the corner, and I gotta tell you, the boss coming back hard on a jawbreaker there by Alundra Boyz. Clubbing right. Uh-oh, here we go. A belly-to-back suplex. A bridge. Will she get Banks here? And no, it's not enough to get Banks. Barely able to get that shoulder up. Able to roll out of that perfectly executed belly-to-back, and a standing moonsault. Alundra Boyz with a standing moonsault on Sasha Banks, and Banks being flung around by her hair, and a snapmare takedown and a submission stretch here. A pectoral stretch here. It's a very painful move. Alundra Boyz pulling the shoulders back on Sasha Banks, but Banks now trying to get back up, trying to lessen the pressure, and elbow shots to the midsection of Boyz, and Sasha Banks now whipping Boyz into the corner and missing that lariat. Boyz with a bulldog, a surprise bulldog on Sasha Banks, and Boyz is picking the tempo up here, scooping up Sasha Banks, but Banks a clubbing right. She slid out of that slam there, and she's going for it. She's going for that neck breaker again. There it is, folks. That double arm neck breaker by Sasha Banks on Alundra Boyz. I've seen her put a few women away with that move. And here comes the ref. 1, will it be enough to take Boyz out? And only a 2 count. That was a slow 2. I'm gonna decide with Banks here. That was a slow 2, ya honky ref. Get with it. And she may be setting her up again for another Banks statement. Hopefully she doesn't roll her into the ropes again. No, she's far and oh, she got to step up one more. She got to step up a little bit. There she goes. Oh, she's gonna get it. She's gonna get it this time. Will Alundra tap here? Will Sasha Banks really propel her career by making Alundra Boyz tap out here? And Boyz is fighting it. And Boyz is able to roll Sasha away from her, or push Sasha off of her. And Boyz now is in a bad way. She's definitely hurting. A snake eyes drop on the top turnbuckle. Boyz is hurt here. Hobo Nation. Sasha going for a cover here after those 2 big maneuvers here. Will she have it? She did. What a surprise. She snake eyes the hell out of Alundra Boyz, and Sasha Banks taking a win away, a big W away from Alundra Boyz. Congratulations to the boss, earning herself a spot in the top 5. Congratulations to Sasha Banks, proving why she's a contender. Wow, that was a hell of a match. Great job, ladies. Great match here. Alundra Blaze, unfortunately not hot enough today to take out Sasha Banks, and the boss able to take everything that Alundra dished out. I mean, she just kicked out of everything, and 2 of these moves here, I don't know what that move's called. I gotta look it up. Sorry, I'm bad at announcing sometimes. These weird fucking moves. But a second one of those weird fucking moves there really took Alundra Blaze out. And I mean, I was surprised. I didn't think that she would have had her here. I thought Alundra had enough, but Alundra just seemed maybe her head bounced off the mat. Oh, she was able to kick out of 1, but not 2. She was able to not kick out of the second one. All right, gotcha. And there she is. Oh, Blaze is hurt. She's still in the middle of the ring. And congratulations to Sasha Banks. Wow, what a career. What a career this young woman has here in the HWA. Congratulations to making the top 5. Sasha Banks, man. And up next, Hobo Nation, you know what time it is. It's the main event, the HWA main event. And here, we will have the hardcore champion, CM Punk, defending his title against the Samoa submission machine, Samoa Joe, in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Joe making his return to the HWA, and I am excited to see if Joe can actually pull this off and take the hardcore title from CM Punk. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us in the HWA House Show Season 1, Episode 19. Remember to tune in on Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/Sunburn City Live for Saturday night main event. Right now, it's the hardcore title, Samoa Joe, CM Punk. Let's keep the action moving. Oh, and they're going to start off in the ring. And Samoa Joe with a go-behind after the collar and elbow tie-up there on CM Punk. I'm excited to see what goes on in this match. And it's pretty civilized so far. Joe in a reverse necklock and a nice knee to the midsection, into the middle of the back there. And Punk showing some power with that Northern Lights suplex and a thundering kick to the back of Samoa Joe. And CM Punk now in charge, hoping to retain his hardcore title. Up a little showboat there, and Samoa Joe doesn't take kindly to that, and he blocked that belly to belly with an arm drag takedown on Joe. And Joe's speed is going to have to be turned to maximum if he's going to want to win the hardcore title from Punk. And a great suplex and kicks to the face, hard kicks to the face of Samoa Joe. And Punk now not going to be short of aggression here against Samoa Joe. These two have met many times in the squared circle, and now with a hard fireman's carry on CM Punk and Samoa Joe wanting to make waves here in the HWA, having some success and a nice sit-down pile driver by Punk, but most recently recording a heartbreaking loss to Rusev in a submission-only match. And that injured him partially and he was out of action for maybe 2 or 3 days. And now here we go. Punk taking Joe to the outside with a clothesline over the top rope, and Joe hitting the hard floor there. Samoa Joe, what a competitor. I'm so happy we were able to recruit him here into the HWA. And CM Punk has also been one hell of an asset, and a hard toss into the barricade there, and Joe clubbing away on the chest of CM Punk, and a short man DDT on the outside. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Hobo Nation, this is a Falls Count Anywhere match for the hardcore title, and a knife edge chop there to the face on another short man DDT on CM Punk. And Joe now taking the aggression to an all other level is Samoa Joe, the Samoa submission machine, and a wrist lock shoulder tackle on Samoa Joe. Punk able to pause the momentum finally, and big right there by Joe. Nothing Samoa about that. A snap suplex on the outside, and man, these guys are tough. These guys are beating the hell out of each other in the hardcore title. Any title means a lot to the champion here in the HWA. Every title is prestigious in its own right, and the hardcore title is no exception, having to be defended every 48 hours. Oh, what a move there. What a move there. A powerbomb flapjack on the outside, and CM Punk is hurt. Oh, and a jawbreaker there on Samoa Joe. A great thundering standing sidekick to the side of the head of the Samoan submission machine, and he's down, but he's still got tons of fight with that double kick to the chest. Samoa Joe now picking Punk up, back up to a vertical base with a fireman's carry. Uh-oh. This does not bode well for the Punk. And what's he going to do here? And Samoa Joe tossing Punk over his head to the steel pole. Holy shiitake mushrooms, Hobo Nation. What a move by Joe. And Punk able to recover quickly, planting Joe's leg down onto the floor with that ankle-breaking DDT. What a move by Joe, though. Throwing Punk into the steel ring pole. And now Punk firmly in control again of Samoa Joe. Joe draped, fighting back with big rights and throwing Punk into the barricade again. Joe again, more right, stiff right hands to the face of CM Punk, and showing why this is why they are fighting a hardcore match. These two guys are hardcore. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. A belly to back. And then a full Nelson suplex. And Punk trying to fight out of it, but he can't fight out of the third one. He cannot fight out of the third one. Right there on the floor. 3 belly to back suplexes by Samoa Joe on CM Punk, and Punk is hurt. Punk is hurt and thrown into the ring pole. Samoa Joe trying to go for another suplex, but Punk able to elbow his way out of it. And Samoa Joe now going for something crazy, and oh no, not this, Joe. Not this. This is a career-ending move. Oh, and a neck breaker. A suplex neck breaker, and Joe going for the cover. 1, 2, is it enough? It's not enough. It's not enough. The hardcore champion kicking out at 2 3/4. The ref needs to stand a little closer. Ran over there. If I was Joe, I'd drag his ass over there. And now Joe looking under the ring for some goodies. And Joe, oh, what's he going to do here? Oh, and a baseball bat shot to the back of CM Punk. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is a hardcore rules falls count anywhere match. Anything goes. And Joe beating the hell, trying to beat the hell out of CM Punk with that bat. And now Punk able to take it away. And Joe took it back. It's like 2 kids in a playpen fighting for the same rattle. Who's going to get whacked with it second? And Joe taking it away from Punk, but still just playing the takeaway game, are CM Punk and Samoa Joe. Neither man able to use it, and a knife-edge chop drops the bat to the floor, and CM Punk elbowing and kneeing his way out of that precarious situation, fighting back with all he can as the hardcore champion. Joe now down on the outside. CM Punk has been one hell of a fighting champion. So has Kenny Omega and Jay Flies, great hardcore champions. So far, the hardcore title is the only title that has changed hands so far at all in the HWA. We've had some great matches this weekend. Tomorrow night on the Saturday night main event, you'll be able to catch the HWA Tag Team Champions, American Alpha, putting the gold on the line against the Usos, the #1 contenders. And you see a lovely fatal 4-way. And now Samoa Joe choking the life out of CM Punk. Choking the life out of him, Hobo Nation. See a fatal 4-way tomorrow, like I was saying previously. The 4 top contenders to Bayley's HWA Women's World Championship: Asuka, Lita, Trish Stratus, and and Beth Phoenix going head-to-head in a fatal 4-way, and the winner will face Bayley at our pay-per-view event, Bash at the Beach. Can't wait for that. And the hardcore title still on the line here in this Extreme Rules Falls Count Anywhere match. Samoa Joe coming up big with that reversal into a face-first DDT on Punk, and Punk is hurt, Hobo Nation. And Joe with vicious kicks to the face, returning what Punk did to him earlier. Joe, a wristlock takedown on Joe, and now Punk trying to go for a cover here. I don't think he's going to get him. If he does, I'll be shocked. But Joe kicking out of that loosey-goose cover there. Wow, Samoa Joe and Punk having a classic HWA hardcore match here. Nice Nice elevation on that knee drop, and that knee drop was enough to bust Joe open, and Joe sweeping the legs. Joe, when he sees his own blood, just goes into a whole other level of pissed off. And now Samoa Joe dragging Punk to the barricade. What's he going to do here? Throwing him into the pole, a hard whip into that steel pole, and Joe now grabbing CM Punk and ramming his head against the steel pole again. Showing a hell of a lot of viciousness here is Samoa Joe. And Joe now dropping his body weight on the knee of CM Punk. What's Joe going to do here? Picking Punk back up to a vertical base, and Samoa Joe, oh, he's going to go for another neck. Oh, he's going to go for one of those neck breakers. Another suplex neck breaker. And here it is, that standing neck breaker. That has ended many a career. And on the outside with no give. 1, 2. Oh, and it's 2 3/4. I thought we had a new hardcore champion there, Hobo Nation. But Joe not able to put Punk away just yet. And CM Punk absorbing a hell of a lot of damage here, Hobo Nation. And kicking the legs out from Joe is CM Punk. And an open hand chop to Punk. Joe scooping CM Punk up now. What's he going to do? Draping him across the apron face first. Face first on the apron goes CM Punk. And it might be in the works right now that we are close. Oh, and just when I'm about to say something stupid, CM Punk comes up big with a standing sidekick to the side of Joe's head, and the ref walking the flip away. And now Punk standing Joe up to a vertical base, throwing the bigger man into the barricade there, and Joe's busted open and hurt. Wow, Joe is really busted open here, and this is a hell of a hardcore match. Both men just beating the tar out of each other. And CM Punk now picking up the aggression. A swinging, a neck breaker. He dropped him right on his knee. And now he's got Joe in a submission maneuver. Will Joe tap out here? Will Joe tap? And Joe tapped! Joe tapped out. Joe tapped out. CM Punk retains the HWA Hardcore Championship. Congratulations after making Samoa Joe tap out. What a match. Joe just got the shit knocked out of him in that sidekick. And a great belly to back suplex here. And Punk showing heart, tenacity, and a lot of fight. Retaining the hardcore title is CM Punk in a wicked victory against Samoa Joe. Congratulations to you, CM Punk. I actually thought the match was over right there, but I was wrong. I was wrong, Hobo Nation. CM Punk defeating Samoa Joe in wicked fashion. Congratulations to you. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, of Hobo Nation, and still the HWA Hardcore Champion, CM Punk. What a great match. What a great match. A great, strong showing here by the Hardcore Champion. Thank you for joining us today, Hobo Nation, in our HWA House Show Season 1, Episode 19. Remember to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to catch the main event tomorrow night, Saturday night, the sexiest night of the week here in Sunburn City, twitch.tv/Sunburn City Live. Keep the action moving.